What's up, guys? We're here. We're here. I'm trying to go live. Damn thing right up here. Okay, there we go. It should work. There we go. All right, guys. I'm here. It's a Thursday night. I'm here. Made it to the studio. What's good, y'all? I know it's a little late, but this is probably the last show we're gonna have at 8 o'clock. Thank y'all for coming in here today. You have any comments, anything, put them in the comments, please, so we can know that you're interested in our podcast, right? If you have a product or a brand, well, we're always looking for interesting guests. So make sure that you contact me at the Comfort of the Podcast or Fire Nation Flames for Bars and Bangers live artist show. Okay. And we got some good things coming up. Today's guest is coming up shortly. We want to talk a little bit about domestic violence. We have No Longer Broken with Tara Thomas. But Tara Thomas is of the Tara Thomas Agency. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we're talking about the struggles that some of us may have had, some of us may have experienced. As far as domestic violence, it's not only women that go through this. It's not only women, but Tara Thomas she came out of it, okay, and she came out strong. We got Black women in business, and her strengths are really good strengths. I don't want to give everything away. We posted things on our social media so that you guys, can get a clue of what's going on. But she really has some really good things to do. And, from what I've read about her, I'm very proud of it. You know what I mean? So she's a speaker for domestic violence. She's the survivor, and she has a public relations firm. And there she has partners, and they work with brand evolution. So, if you need somebody that, she specializes in the entertainment sector, put it that way. So you guys are all into entertainment, and what I'm trying to do is bring things together for us, get us more comfortable. This is the Comfortable Podcast, and I'm trying to get us more comfortable in the community and more community involved. And that makes for a better living, better place, and that is the whole idea of the podcast. So that's what we want to do. So if you have any comments or anything that you want to tell us. So as we wait for the guests to come in, we're live right now on 8 platforms, 4 Facebook pages. Let me see, LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Okay, so you guys make sure, if you follow me, you can click on anything and get any of these pages. Share them with your people. Share, because we're trying to build these pages up. We're now live on Instagram as well. So actually, we're live on 9 platforms. Last week we had Professional Asshole, and he came on. He's very opinionated about things. We didn't get a chance to talk about all of the subjects that we wanted to talk about, so he will be coming back. We haven't scheduled the date yet, but he will be coming back. We also had Miss Dana Hicks, Miss Devon Jackson. We had Dr. Cyrus. We had Patricia King Quinn in the building. Okay, they are the partners of Envision Success. I've been reaching out to people. Fox Philly's on a live video. They should be live. You listen to me because I sent them out. But anyway, Envision Success, they work with young adults who are aging out of the foster care system. Typically in the Philadelphia area, surrounding areas, and they encourage independent living and positive youth development. They're offering they're offering a safe and secure environment you know, without having the youth leave foster care with nowhere to go or nothing to do. So we've been reaching out for people so that Miss Hicks bought this 10-bedroom house and renovated it, and all it needed is furnishing and residence. And so you know what we got to do to that is she's all 501c3 and everything. So you know what we got to do. We have to campaign. We have to promote. We have to do this in order to get this house open. Okay, so we've been reaching out to people that we think that, well, we're hoping that the people could help us. You know what I mean? They will always let us to believe that they could help us. They've always told us that they could help us. So we have no other way to turn. Patricia King Quinn, she is the owner of finalfarewell.org. She does the funeral for unfortunate families. She'll bury your child for free, do the whole funeral. You know what I mean? So I reached out. I know her, and I reached out to her and let her know that one of my friends was suffering with the loss of his son. And she reached out and she helped him with a monetary donation. Okay? So she typically does children and families in the Philadelphia area. And he was from Philadelphia, but his son was down south. So that's why the monetary donation was made in lieu of the whole entire funeral. And so I just want to let people know that, it's real out here. You know what I mean? You're on social media trying to be this and be that. You know what I mean? And some of y'all, most of y'all, the people that I deal with, because I try to stay real in the field as well, are doing things. And that's why I'm reaching out to you, because I know you are doing things. I've reached out to most people in Philadelphia, because I did my advocacy in Philadelphia. Like New Jersey is where I'm from, but it's rare because people are different. Okay. The mentalities of New Jersey and across the bridge, down south, the West Coast, some the mentalities is different and things you have to be treated different. I don't know. I migrated over there because I was accepted. I was accepted, and then at times I felt like I wasn't accepted. Okay. So while we're waiting for Tara to come in, I want to talk a little bit about business, but she's way, way, way above my head. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've met a lot of people, but she's done a lot of business with people. So she's done a lot more business with people than I have met. Huge people, And I want her to come and tell y'all all about it. As far as the domestic violence, I can say also as well that I'm also a victim of domestic violence. A lot of us have been, in different ways, and I can I understand how hard it is to get away from something like that. You know what I mean? I've always said that each person have their own time when they learn that they're in the wrong place. Like when you're in the wrong, like you can't actually really get out of there that fast as you would like to get out. You know what I mean? Say you was in a relationship or whatever, and you you had a fight or whatever you had to do. You know, you had to get out of there. You don't know when you're going to get out of there. So each person has their own time when they're going to get out of there, but you have to think about yourself. Let me tell you this thing. You have to think about yourself. You know what I mean? That's the first and foremost. Think about what's it doing to you, and then God forbid that you have family members and whatnot, like children or whatever, that seeing this. You know what I mean? Fortunately for me, my children were not involved. My children didn't know anything that was going on. You know what I mean? So, and I didn't let it go on, but for so long, I mean, I might have had. I mean, put it this way: some people say, "Fool me." Okay, take it from J. Cole. You fool me once. I don't even think he wrote that. I mean, fool me twice, three times. Anyway, I had more than three times. You know, and I did feel for a while that I was stuck, but then I felt powerful when I left. That's what I really did. I felt powerful when I left. So I think that everybody's going to have their own time. I don't know. I probably could have left earlier or whatever. I can't even remember thinking about leaving. You know what I mean? I was thinking about some other bad things that I shouldn't have been thinking of. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe no. At that time, I think I wasn't even thinking the bad things. I didn't think about the bad things until I had to leave town to get out of that. And I didn't think about the bad things until I came back into town. That's when I said thought, because then I had all this strength and I knew, I had been away from it some time. And then if it ever happened to me again, and you know what? And that's why I feel like maybe I'm a little rough around the edges now. You know what I mean? Because I will not and I won't not allow it. So, you know what I mean? It's just some things, and not just as a woman. I don't think anybody should be abused. Anybody, it's always a compromise that can be put forth, or you can find out the solution, find out why this is happening. You know what I mean? And sometimes there's no solution for the reason why it's happening, but then there's an eye opener, open eyes. You know what I mean? And you have to be able to go. You know what I mean? That's it. Mm. So email the guests. I get like this sometimes, though. You know what I mean? I don't want to be abusive to nobody. I don't want to be abusive to nobody. All I want to do is run my business. And the way it was intended to be ran, you know what I mean, as a podcast, talk about things and be comfortable. You know what I mean? Show other people that have the voices to make a difference. All these people, it's not just talent that's out here, And then there's millions and millions of podcasts. Everybody has a podcast. Everybody's on live right now. Everybody's on live. My Instagram is going off, going off, going off. Everybody's on live, switching with different people, talking to different people. This social media is a great way of communication. And it can get you in trouble as well. You know what I mean? People hacking people's stuff. You have to know what you're doing. You have to put every security measure onto your pages. You know what I mean? And then as soon as your pages start blowing up, you got to monetize them too. You need to know that. It's a lot of things that you can do. That's right. Miss Sald is live right now. Yeah, she's been talking to several people. I see it popping on the live. You know what I mean? So we live as well, and I want to thank you. I want to give a shout out to DJ Too Tough. Chicago Clubhouse Sports is in the building. Yeah, and everybody who's watching on Facebook, at Janet Torrance, Facebook, at the new YouTube, It's All About You, Facebook at the Comfort Level Podcast, Facebook at Reality Music CEO, LinkedIn at Janet Torrance, YouTube, Reality Music CEO at the Comfort Level Podcast, X, that's Twitter, Jersey Tiz, LB4R. Jersey Tiz, LB4R. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. And the Comfort Level Podcast on Instagram, IG. Okay. Jersey Tiz, LB4R. When I came into this game, everybody, mostly everybody has a nickname. You know what I mean? Janny Schmanny just came for me maybe in the last 6 years. I've been Janny Schmanny. My girlfriends start calling me that every time they see me. It was Janny Schmanny. So it's that. But mostly everybody feeling me as Tiz. That's it. I'm Jersey Tiz. LB4R is my squad. So it was always Tiz, Jersey Tiz, LB4R. So that's my handle. I don't know. So what's up, guys? What you want to talk about? I mean, if anybody, I know it's not many people that really like to tell their business on podcasts. If they've been through something, I mean, they'll talk about everybody else's stuff and everybody else's mess, but nobody really puts their cards on the table. You know what I mean? Beat the fuck up. Pardon me. We get a little explicit sometimes. Beat up. Mental abuse. Verbal abuse. Physical abuse. All types of abuse. What's up? The Artist of Words. The Artist of Words is coming to the podcast. That will be January 22nd. It's a Monday. We're going to put her on the Bars and Bangers segment because she got bangers, okay? Want to tell you, she got bangers on top of bangers. She's a poet, the artist of words. And she also has her own business. Strong Black woman again, Black business female. Vintage Culture Collections, okay? It's natural hair and skincare products that she came with. And you gotta see her. I know her because her skin is beautiful and so is her hair. So I'm sure she's using it. Right, Shalina? So Selena will be here, and you guys can catch her. Listen, she's a playwright. She's modest. She's a playwright. What's up, Miss Boss is in the building. Miss Boss has a little radio show and stuff as well. You know what I mean? Taught me a few things or two. We learn from each other. We support each other. That's it. That's right. I got to get her to come in here and host the show with me. You know what I mean? Or we're going to have to do it online. Hey, Miss Boss. That's right. That's right. I met her in the Philadelphia region. We got a lot of people coming. Next, we'll be back on Tuesday. When we come back Tuesday, we're going to have Mr. Rob Schwartz himself. And if you don't know who Mr. Rob Schwartz is, you better get a chair. Well, I hope so. I hope so. That's right. We're going to be out, girl. I got a car. Yeah, Rob, Tuesday. It's going to be 6 o'clock. No more 8 o'clock podcast. It's too late for me. I'll be ready to go to bed. I have a guest tonight. I'm waiting for her. I sent out the email. I might have to send her a text. Let me see. Yeah, Rob, he's coming at 6 o'clock. Rob, they're doing some big things, okay? Nobody's doing nothing bigger than Rob and his partners. I'm going to tell you like that. That's who I deal with. And that's it. I'm going to let Rob come and tell you everything else. Boom. I'm excited too because he got a lot to tell us. Y'all got to know about this Atlantic City venture. That's what I want to talk. What's up, Rock? That's my Uncle Rock. What's up? How you doing? Oh, man. He says he's loving this show. That's Uncle Rock in the building. Yes, in the comments. Thank you. See, guys, when you put a comment up here on Facebook and YouTube, everybody can see it. If I let it, I'll put it up so it knows you're here. I'm so excited about Rob coming. He got that ACX1 Studios, formerly known as Caesars Pier, Ocean One Mall, the playground, whatever y'all call it up there. I'm gonna put it this way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's across the boardwalk at Caesars and the big candy stores there. Okay? Yeah, the candy store's inside Rob's shit. Rob got the candy store. What's up, Fred? Fred's in the building. I'm glad you're okay, Rob. I'm glad you're okay. That sounds good. I'm glad you're okay because you know what? Not too many of us is here. Not too many of us are. Fred, you got anything to talk about? You want to come in? I'm trying to get the guest to come in. I'm going to have to text her. I'm going to text her. And then send the make lovers out to here. Fire Nation Flames is in the business. She's in the comments, guys. And like I said, about this social media, people's acting stupid, you know what I mean? And so now they have it. Yeah, Miss Boss is it was the playground. Yeah. The whole building. He got the whole entire building. The whole entire building. Okay. Let me put it this way. It's 500,000 square feet. This is, I'm telling you, what they're saying is this is the platform. This is the place for creation. Okay. Creation. It's so much room for movies. And it's so, that's what they're doing, filming. It's going to be the film festival capital of the world, the entertainment capital of New Jersey, not the world, but New Jersey. You know what I mean? It's going to get big. It may become, because Rob Schwartz does dope shit, so you never know. All right. So what you say you wish? People Fire is saying, please change your password every 30 days. Her pages are locked due to a hacker. So be alert, the cyber attacks are coming heavy. Yeah, that's crazy. I know it's Fred saying he wish he don't want to come on here. Nobody wants to. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes. That's all. Let me see if I can text her and see if she's coming in. No. Give me 1 second. Okay, I sent a text out. Maybe she didn't realize. Oh, you like my hair? Thanks. Yeah, I had to do it over. Yeah, of course. This is another important thing too. If I send you an email, I need battery's not plugged in. I need you to read every bit of it. Oh yeah, I dropped it. There we go. I need you to read every bit of it because those are the instructions. I also did I do reminder emails, so if you're a scheduled guest, you ain't gonna miss nothing. You got the links. She's coming. She said, yes, she forgot. Thank you, Uncle Rob. And that's what, sorry, y'all, I got cookie. I tried this hair, and I had like a purple, blue, and pink in it. And everybody just kept on saying it was nice, saying it was nice. Uncle Rock, look who's here. That's your niece, Barbara. Hey, Barb. Happy New Year. I love you as well. Yeah. So everybody kept saying the hair was nice, so I kept it. You know what I mean? I never had that many compliments like that about my hair. This and that yet. But I'm just, you know what I mean? So this is a different purple than I be get. This is all purple. I think I like the other one better, but I did this one. And I did it myself. It ain't all that spectacular, but it's braided up. So I got something at the air. So all she has to do is click the link. And when she clicks, then it will be good. Can't wait. So we told you about the independent living. That's envision success. Well, I was telling you about the 10 bedroom with their individual bathrooms in the suites, in the backyard and all that stuff, and they're gonna have job and school readiness and stuff like that. The people will get some help in different programs when these young adults come out. They'll be able to get assistance faster, so they'll be able to survive. And this is the donor letter that they and I'm going to read that out to you. We would like to take this opportunity to introduce ourselves. We are Envision Success. Envision Success Inc. is a 501c3. It was established in 2014 with the vision of creating a haven for young individuals who are facing the challenges of transforming into independent living. Our organization is dedicated to empowering these individuals by offering them a supportive, safe environment, educational opportunities, and life skills and mentorship programs. So this year, we are celebrating the opening of the Envision Success Transitional Youth House. That's the official name. The facility will house 10 young adults from the ages of 18 to 23 who are aging out of foster care into independent living. Now, as we prepare to open this facility, we're reaching out to you with a special request for your support in this endeavor. Here are ways in which you can support our mission. So they need material donations, beds, bedding and linens, toiletries and personal care products, kitchenware and appliances like mini fridges and small microwaves, etc., small stands and organizational cubes, and also financial support. They need monetary donations, gift cards, sponsorships, etc., anything. Okay, and all that is tax deductible donations. And you can reach out to Miss Dana Hicks, who is the CEO community developer. And there's a list here of things that can be checked off that you if you wanted to. Okay, Miss Tara, I can't see your we're not getting your vision. Okay. Fire Nation has a fun fact. According to the Black Women's Health Project, domestic violence is the #1 health issue facing Black women. And you're right. And you're right. Well, Fred, you want to talk about it soon as talk about something, whatever you talk about, you have to put it in the comments. All right. So today we're talking about Black women in business and what we went through to get to where we're at. Got something to say on that? No. So we was there. This is the website for envisionsuccess.org. Okay, let me see. I think it's a great idea. And if you know anybody that can help, feel free to reach out to them. Just give it to them. And you can have them reach out to Miss Dana Hicks. She's a very nice woman. Very nice woman. Yeah. So she's logging back in. She'll be in a minute. We're gonna get the guest is coming, y'all. It's gonna be worth the wait. It's gonna be worth the wait. We trying to stay booked and busy, right, Fire? Fire's performing tomorrow night, right? Fire, post up the address so we can let them know where you're gonna be at tomorrow night. Tomato. I think it starts at 6. It's a Del P show, right? Yeah, Del P. He said, period. Yeah, post up the address and stuff. If you're in the Philadelphia area, there it is. It's from 6 to 9 at 7 South 4th Street. Seems like it's your video. Are you able to hear me? So it's Crate Diggers Records production hosted by Big Cuz. I might hang out with Big Cuz. Salute to Del P for having a queen, she said. Having a queen. He ain't got no more women in there. Or for having you saying. Well, make sure y'all come out. It's not far. 7 South 4th Street. It ain't bad. 711 South 4th Street. 7th. That's right there, ain't it? Where's that? I've never been to Crate Diggers. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. She's having trouble. My guess is popping in and out. She's trying to get her technical. You know, she's on the spot. Give her some time. I usually get to the studio. I try to get to the studio. Start setting up an hour before the podcast starts because it's always technical. Always. I don't care. No matter what you do, there's always something technical. Nobody's equipment runs just like that. Gotta set up and get ready. So we'll just wait. Fire said it's $10 to holler tomorrow. Okay. That's all. Yeah, all the time, Fire. All the time we have technical. Yeah. It's $10 to holler tomorrow. Y'all gonna stop mentioning me in the Comfort Level podcast, and y'all gonna come on this page and y'all gonna watch this stuff. I'm getting so many messages and they not on here. Why? Everybody's live at the same time, and it's like it's a lot that they're talking about. What? That's what I want to know. I got hit up today and it said, Miss Janet, you is all over Hulu. She said you is all over Hulu. Yeah. I'm like, I haven't seen myself. I haven't seen it. So I did a commercial with the intruders. What's up, honey? Honey rocks on the gram. My my get featured guest today is she's having technical, so I'm trying to see if she can get in here. It's the video, it's the camera. Okay, let me see now. Yeah, it's the camera. I don't know. Maybe it's the phone or so. So anyway, we're going to be at 711 South 4th Street tomorrow at 6 p.m. and for the Del P experience. Whoa. And guess what else is coming up? A party at my house. Don't tell nobody. The 26th is the LB4R release party. Santos LB4R release party. And I'll give y'all some more information on that next week. Right now, I ain't looking up. I just wrote the name in there. I don't know the time or nothing like that. I think it's early. I know it's gonna be on Grays Avenue down in the what's the name? All right, let's see what we can do. All right, I'm checking out. Can you hear me, Tara? Before I bring you in, I want to make sure that you have sound. Can you hear me? No. Turn that on. Turn it on. I need you to speak to see if I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hear you.
All right, there we go. That's what I said. Every time I always have technical, so we understand that. I was like, we got time. And they're going, how are you? Nice to meet you. And welcome to the
Nice
Comfort
to
Level
meet you too.
Podcast.
Hi.
Yes. So I go on this thing searching around for my guests and stuff. You registered on the interview guest list.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a few things in common.
Really?
You know, I like it. Well, the part, you know, I was looking for someone to talk a little bit about, you know, surviving domestic violence, not necessarily to like dig in somebody's life and find out what happened to them and stuff like that, but
Uh-huh.
the you know, I want to say it like this, that we once had a weakness and we overcame it.
Exactly. This is true.
How do you feel?
I,
First of all, introduce it. Let's introduce you.
okay.
So,
Well,
welcome to the show, Miss Tara Thomas, the Tara Thomas Agency, and tell people where you from and what you do.
yes. Well, I am a celebrity tour publicist. I work with a lot of celebrities when I'm not doing tours. I just move around a little bit in the industry.
Okay,
All the tours you could think about,
so that's
big,
it.
all the
That's it.
all the biggest tours that are out or that have been out, like the Millennium Tours and the Legacy Tour, all those tours, I did the PR for them, or I worked with people that did the PR for them. Um, I do all type of billboards. I am the assistant to some of the greats that I don't really kind of want to mention their name, but if you know me, you know. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah,
I I do. My face is out here. People know me. People know me because they love me. I work and I stay down, down to earth and very humble. I don't let what I do define who I am, if that makes sense to you.
it makes a lot of sense to me. Yes, you don't let what you do define who you are because you had to come a long way to get to where you are. And
Absolutely.
that it's like building a building. You know what I mean? That building is not going to stand if you don't if that structure is the structure.
You know,
But tell us how you started.
ooh, well, I started because I was working with someone who was trying to be a promoter, and I actually started with a company called Slaughterhouse Productions.
I
I
mean,
was working,
yeah,
I was working with Slaughterhouse Productions, and I was working in the airport, and I was giving out CDs to Andre 3000, Cool and Dre, Clifton Powell, like anybody that would walk past me, I would give them CDs from artists that I was representing to see if they were interested in it. So then I was like, maybe I can make some money doing this. I don't know. But I kept hustling, kept trying, kept trying. And then I started working with JT Money and just, a lot of different artists and producers. And it seemed like it happened overnight, but it's been over 20 years. You know what I mean? Um, and it's all about the people you know to assist you in getting where you need to be. You know what I mean? Like back then, I could call JT Money because he was Mr. Who Dat back then. You know what I mean? And everybody was loving JT Money, Poison Clan. Um, it was
yes, but
just
everybody can't call Mr. JT Money. They have to trust you. You have to be special.
my uncle is
You
the
have to
original.
know what you're doing.
And people have to like you as a person. My uncle is the original DJ Smoke, who actually taught Grandmaster Flash
Okay.
how to DJ, and he used to carry his records and whatnot. But he is in hip hop history, so I think for my entire life I have been part of hip hop. You know what I mean? I used to rap, I used to sing when I was younger,
Yeah.
and I've never been
Did you?
afraid of a no. Yeah, yeah. Not professionally, but in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like the talent shows and,
In the
things like that.
house. Ah.
Yeah.
Wow, you're a woman of many talents.
Man, I'm
You're
a
a woman
woman
of
that
many
work.
talents.
I work.
You
I
work
work.
God. It's hard work, right?
It is. And God has been really, really good to me to come from, the abuse and the mother of three. It has been a blessing for me to be able to do the things that I do now. Because as young as I was, if you had have went through what I went through, you would have given up. You know what I'm saying? But when it was really, 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 really
Hmm.
dark, my faith got me through. Honestly, I was a hothead. I was one of those people that's like, no, not f me, f you. After the abuse, when I got out that abuse, the abusive relationship with my ex husband, I became the abuser because you're not going to talk crazy to me. I'm not going to take none. I'm not going to go to sleep afraid. I said I'm going to defend myself, and I've been that way ever since. Sometimes I'm harder.
Oh, Miss Tara, Miss Tara, Miss Tara, you talk like I feel you. I really feel you. I really feel you because I've been there. I said the same thing. She'll be back. Give her a second. We're gonna let her out. She'll be back. Mm. She's great. She made her way in this industry big time. So you can tell by some of the things that she did say what she's doing. She trying to come back to me. Don't worry. Don't worry. She got a lot to say. We gonna do it. Okay. Let's see. There we go. All right. We can't hear you though. Nah. No. Nope. Little bit. Quito. Nah, we're not hearing you. Mm. Very interesting too. uh, don't worry. Yeah, well, it's okay. We're gonna get her back. Like it takes a little bit of getting used to on these lives and things like that. A lot of people don't may use a different platform than I use. I do use the StreamYard platform so that I can connect to different outlets. And then after the podcast is, then I can spread the podcast to all the different podcast networks, Google Podcasts, Apple Casts, Spotify, and as well as my website. So like we're on 9 platforms at one time. Can we hear you? Are you now?
Can you hear me now?
Oh yes, yes, we can hear
Okay.
you now.
Okay.
As I was telling people, we're working a lot of platforms at one time, so you know things happen. But
So
we're
good.
enjoying listening to your story.
Well,
So you got the
it's
stage.
yeah, it's not a story of, we don't want to glorify the abuse. We want to glorify being a survivor of it and overcoming. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
we
yes.
we we tend to, treat everybody like they were the abuser when we can define, you didn't do this to me, so I'm not going to treat you that way. Then you know that you're healing or you've started to heal. You know what I mean? Because when you get out of an abusive relationship, you bite any and everything that comes your way that you think in your mind is going to hurt you. But it's just, it's not that way. It's about healing and
Well,
overcoming.
I didn't want anybody to feel the way I felt. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So I was in a abusive marriage too, and I didn't carry it, but I was exactly like you said, like I won't let anybody do anything to me or whatever. Thing of it is I'm very defensive. Like
Hmm.
if I'm like, oh no, that's a red flag. You know what I mean? Everything's a red
Hmm.
flag. How do we get past the red flags?
Prayer. And you have to, at some point, learn to open your heart and trust somebody. Now, Some people, you're going to see red flags with people because nobody's perfect. We're not perfect. You know what I mean? But it's up to you
Yes.
to get to know a person before you get in too deep. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
when you've been in an abusive relationship, you may not, we didn't know all the signs before it happened to us. But now when you
No.
start seeing little small signs, you're like, nah, I ain't doing none of that. No, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not debating with you. Oh, you call me a bitch? Ah, nah, we're not doing that. So you have to set boundaries for yourself. You know what I mean? And it's advantageous for
Yes.
you to tell the person that you're with or you're attempting to be with, what are your deal breakers? What are your signs? Like, I don't wrestle. You can't call me bitches. You can't, you can't yell at my kids. You can't, if you tell the person that you're going to get in a relationship, what your deal breakers are from the door, then you may not have any problems. But then if they kind of buck at it a little bit, you'll know it's time to leave. You know what I mean? Like, mm-mm.
True. You're right. That is true. You have to lay everything down in the beginning of these relationships because, hey, you don't think the same way somebody else thinks.
Oh,
So you have to pick the head. It's I like to break it down. You have to see how they're thinking. You know what I
hmm,
mean? Even to see if you're a match with those. You know, but it
yeah,
seems like it's more. It seems like it's more. On the other side than it is.
yeah.
People are just people are just not giving out their hearts anymore. I was always an easygoing person.
You have to, like, I'm with a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful man now. And he and I are like night and day, but he elevates me and he supports the things that I do. Now, I understand that you're not going to find Mr. Perfect wrapped up in one, but one thing about it is I feel safe with him. And that's the most
Exactly.
important thing to me. I feel safe with him and he's honest. Those things are, he cute too. Now he good on the eyes, but he's
Mhm.
honest and he makes me feel safe. And these are things that once you've been through the things that we've been through, we look for certain things. We're not looking for, now we're always looking for some money and we're always looking for security and all that. But at the end of the day, I can get all those things myself. I want to feel safe with you and I want to feel like you're going to protect me and take care of me. And as long
And
as you, mm-hmm,
I had
mm-hmm,
plenty of money when he was beating my butt.
mm-hmm, yeah,
That's not what we're looking for.
no,
So,
not at all.
safety is the most safety and respect.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
Absolutely.
That's it.
When if you have safety and respect, that love is going to be there. Like you could look at that your partner and see some of the dumbest shit, and you be like, "Oh, I just love you," because that person has made your heart safe. You know what I mean? And after an abusive relationship, your heart belongs to
Mhm.
you. You don't want to give it to nobody else. You're like, I'm not doing none of that. You're not doing this to me. And none of that's going to happen. And you become bitter. You be like, you love me. Okay. Well, we not still ain't doing that, you know. But when
Mhm.
somebody loves you and they understand that you came from that, they'll have patience with you and they'll nurture your heart. They'll nurture your feelings. They may not want to understand the bullshit that you're putting them through, but if they love you, they'll understand.
So was your only therapy prayer and God's word?
And my children, you know what I mean? My children,
Only two
my
people.
kids are always, my kids are everything to me. So, and they're adults now, but they still my babies. So I didn't, I went to therapy and they told me I was always picking the wrong man. Like I used to pick my daddy. My daddy was abusive, but I was a daddy's baby. He wasn't abusive to
Mhm.
me though. I love my daddy. He never hit me. He used to beat up my mother. And so with that, I still thought she did something to make him do that because I loved him so much. I was young and
Yeah, I
he
get it.
he gave me everything I wanted. Like I was the only one in the house that didn't get tapped. You know what I mean? But but when I married somebody just like him, I had to go back to my mother and apologize to her because then I understood she didn't deserve all that. You know what I mean? So what I teach my daughters, or what I try to teach my daughters, is if he slap you one time, you need to leave. If you think he gonna slap you one time, you need to, leave. You don't have to take no shorts. You don't be in love with being in love, or don't be in love with just having a body next to you because it's not that serious. And that's
You
the
are
only
so
therapy.
right.
Oh yeah, that's my therapy is, going to prisons and talking to people that are in prison about, you have so many women that are in prison for shooting their abusers or shooting their boyfriends, or, and I have been lucky enough to be able to go and speak to them about how you can change your life around, how, people feel like you can't do it. Yes, you can. Don't be in love with love, because love ain't gonna always love you back. You know what I mean? And what does love
I
really
have,
look like? Yeah. So,
yeah,
you know,
I have 3 daughters and 4 granddaughters.
hmm
Told them the same thing. Don't be with no man that you scared to leave.
nope. And don't confuse physical satisfaction with emotional and spiritual and that type satisfaction. Or just because the sex is good, that don't mean you good for me. You good for me for that second. You know what I mean? And a lot of women who have, gotten locked up and done things to their abuser, our brain is connected to our vagina. So if you control that, or if you really know what things look like, you can control some situations the way that they're supposed to. We're not perfect, so we're gonna have problems, but it's just living life on life's terms. You know what I mean? And not being afraid of standing alone by yourself.
Yes, yes, yes. We got Fire Nation Flame. She says, facts, everything that glitters ain't gold. And over here on Instagram, you got Jay, the boss, and she's saying that everything that you're saying is real.
Oh, thank you. I try to be super I try to be super transparent and super honest with people, because abuse is a serious thing, whether it's physical, mental, sexual, it all hurts. And a lot of times people don't understand that mental abuse is worse than the physical, because the pain goes away. That mental stays right here.
That mental
So
stays in there.
yeah, so if somebody calling you dumb bitches, or telling you you ain't shit, or calling you fat asses and all of that stuff, those are abuse thing. This is being abusive to you. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
sometimes people hold money and they don't give you money. They're controlling you. You know what? Until we learn how to say fuck that, you keep your money. I'm gonna go get my own. You know, are abusers too. It's not just men, because women do the same thing to men. So it comes either or. You get what I'm saying? It's just us. We have to know what the patterns are and what we're not going to deal with.
exactly. And now let's talk about the abuse in the music lyrics.
So here's how here's how I feel about that. I think that we have to teach our children and our people, black, white, green, yellow. When I say our people, I mean all of us,
Mhm.
that
Listeners, music lovers.
listeners, that music is an art form, right?
Yeah,
So if I'm rapping about I'm the baddest hoe, don't mean I'm a hoe. It's just something that I'm singing about. So I think it's up to us to be able to tell the little ones, or whoever's listening to the music, explain things to them. If you can't explain it to the kids what certain things mean, you shouldn't let them listen to it until they're of age to, kind of define what they're listening to. Because I'm in this music industry, and I do love, and again, I'm connected to so many people in the industry, and I know their music, and I know they don't mean any harm. It's just, I mean, it's entertainment. That's why it's called entertainment.
that's bad now. That's bad now. When I hear my 5-year-old niece talking about whoop, 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 I'm like, y'all keep letting her sing it.
But
Oh,
that's
yeah,
when the parenting comes in. We shouldn't let them listen
yeah.
to it. And
I
if we
shut it
do,
down.
yeah, and if we
I
do,
shut it down.
we tell them,
Auntie.
you can't do what I do, you do what I say. So if you listen to that song, you
Yeah.
don't say that word. So you jamming, and they say, oh yeah.
Well, it was because the parents weren't listening to the lyrics.
Mm.
And then they allowed the baby to, they thought it was really cute.
Mm. Yeah,
And
I'm an old school grandmama, so you know,
me
I
too.
didn't I didn't believe in them saying kiss my butt because you couldn't say butt, you couldn't say darn because if you say darn, you might as well say damn. So
Yeah.
so I was pretty strict with my kids, and I'm probably stricter with my grandkids. You know what I mean? I'm not your friend, I'm your nanny, so we're going to make sure that when you walk away from me, you're going to absolutely represent me and people are going to know that you were raised. You know what I'm
That's
saying? So I'm a lot.
right. That's perfectly said. Perfect. That's right. The kids should be in a child's place, but it gets a little harder though when everybody's grown.
Yeah,
Because
it does.
now, not only are my children grown, my grandkids are grown.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
because kids now are friends of their children. They're not parents, they're friends. They cool. Like we cooling, we chilling today. Like, nah. You know, like I tell my kids, when they embarrass you, you're gonna understand what I'm saying to you. And then that resonates with them like, oh yeah, she is right. I can't have you doing this or grinding and dancing and popping, twerking. Like, no, we not. What are you twerking? Your imagination. If you don't sit your ass down. A lot of people are cool with that, and I don't knock anybody that does it because everybody raises their kids the way that they want to. But again, I'm a little older, so I feel like, the way we did it might not have been the
Mhm.
right way, and we didn't do it the best. We didn't do everything the best, but we did it the best way we knew how.
Right. Yeah. So, the whole point is, just I don't know, with me and the lyrics, like I just don't most of these kids that you see singing these songs and these lyrics, they're not having the right supervision.
Nope, not at
They're
all. Or
not,
if you see things on TV, they're talking about tampons and periods on commercials now, right?
yeah,
So for me, I would think when I start seeing certain things that they're showing on TV now, that's a learning time. I'm going to start explaining things to you because I can't hide you from everything that's going on in the world. So I would rather explain things to you so you trust me. So I'm going to tell you what this is, why this is like that, and what you shouldn't do versus a kid just looking at it and saying, "Oh, well, what's that? I don't know." As long as they're at the correct age.
yeah,
But
because you know what? It's always in their mind. Everything they
mhm,
see, it goes in there. It's not
mhm.
coming out. Either
Yeah,
it's going to come out in a good way or a bad way.
yeah. It's a learning channel. Everything is a learning curve for the youth today. I think if we could make a lesson out of all the things that we see, good or bad, for the kids and educate them on more things, you'll have more winners out here. You won't have kids shooting people over video games or shooting their mamas over games, or you have all these kids that are suffering from depression and anxiety and all this stuff. Let's talk to our youth. Let's talk to the kids. Let's spend time with them. As much time as we spend making TikToks, we can spend that time educating these youth.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I started the podcast, because I wanted to make a comfortable place to talk.
Everybody needs a safe space.
Yeah, man. But it's hard. It's hard getting people in there that want to talk because um like I'm not I didn't have a hard time getting you, or people like that, because you guys register to get on these podcasts and stuff like that. But like, there's a lot of people that I know that I would like to you know have on podcasts, because they talk to me all the time.
Well, see, that's good. I'm actually writing a book and it's called Behind the Smile. And I want it to be a self-help book, but it's going to also tell my story in depth. So I'm an open book. What happened, happened. You can't change it. It happened. So if I can save or help one male or female, I'm with it. You know what I mean? Because I've been there, done it, went through it.
Agreed.
It's just what it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So tell me, what do you eat besides the book? Anything else that you really passionate about that you're working on now?
Yes. In March, we have a tour that's coming out called the Fan Love Tour. You guys, it starts in March. You can go to my Instagram and get tickets and stuff. It's going to be amazing. It's for the
Okay.
kids. It's for the kids. It's got,
Okay.
yeah, it's got King Harris, that girl Lele, Wanna Moore, Be Sturdy. It's just so many. It's a lot of kids. Rocco, Lupo. Um, and I think it's going to be fun because, we always do all the concerts. So I think this time for the kids to be able to come out and, have some fun, I think it's going to be
They want to
amazing.
do it.
It's, the parents, if the kids got some good grades, let them come shake it up a little bit. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
absolutely going to be family friendly.
Experience.
hmm hmm
Yes. And what city is that?
It's going to be in 22 different states. So
What
if you go
city?
to well, it's going to start. We're going to be in
One.
Atlanta. We're going to be in Detroit. It's all on my Instagram. You can see it. We posted the dates. We have quite a few of them.
Okay.
We work.
You
hmm
coming this way?
Where are you located?
New Jersey, Philadelphia.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're coming that way. So if you stay
You
in
coming
touch
to
with me,
Philly, right?
yeah, we are. So
Yes, ma'am.
we're
Yes,
coming
ma'am.
to the same place as Millennium Tour was. We're coming to a lot of those markets. So we're gonna turn up.
Okay. Well, I don't have no kids, but
But your
I
media,
have some. My co-host has kids. I
okay.
have a music artist that has kids that they love the music, because their parents do it.
Well, just all you have to do is let me know and just look at the
We're
schedule
gonna
and
be
then reach
on.
out to me. Reach out to me. Look at the schedule and reach out to me.
Okay,
Okay?
sure will. Sure
Thank
will. It's awesome. I don't want to miss that.
All
We
right. Well,
don't,
you
right? So
no.
this my co-host. She's not here. She's the one, Fire Nation Flames. She's not here right now, but she's online listening. So
When you tell your co-host, you guys reach out to me, go to my Instagram, see our dates and stuff, and then you have my number, so just get in touch with me, and we'll make sure
oh
that you
yeah.
guys, we'll keep you informed because it's gonna be crazy. We do a lot of things over here.
We will be glad to be we're glad to be around this. We want to do as much networking as we can. It's gonna be fabulous. I already know that. I already know that anything that's moving around 22 states is no joke.
Ab-
Okay. You don't go
Absolutely.
around 22 states doing nothing.
No, we're gonna have King Harris on there, and that's my baby. He gonna turn up. So,
Very nice.
um, he's a talent. Lele's a talent. Rocco, like everybody on this tour, City Limits, everybody on this tour is amazing. You've either seen them on TV or heard them on the radio. like the Wanamore boys. They're the Boys to Men boys. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
going to be nice and clean. It's going to be super clean. So I'm super excited about it.
Do you guys ever go to Atlantic City?
Absolutely, we do. Well, we go to Atlantic City on the for the adult tours. If you look at the schedule, because I don't know every city we're going to, but anybody that's interested in getting some tickets for that tour, go to my Instagram. You'll see the cities, and you'll see a link in my bio to buy tickets. We're also doing Jazz in the
That's right.
Garden. It's coming up soon, so you can once you go to my Instagram, you'll see all the stuff that we're doing. And if come on out, let me know you in the city when we come to your city.
We're gonna let you know.
All
It's a
right.
new place in Atlantic City. It's
Okay.
called it's called ACX1 Studios. It's
Uh-huh.
500,000 square feet. It has a
Okay.
total of 120 stores in there. It was just acquired a few months ago by a friend of mine. You probably know Rob Schwartz from
But
Humag
okay.
Distribution.
Okay. And
Um,
he owns
so him
they
and his
own that?
partners, yeah, they got it. So you got to check him out because you guys may want to do something down there. It's huge. It used to be the mall there on the boardwalk across from Caesars.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah, so
send
I
me
don't know.
make
So far, I'll send it to you.
yeah, send me the
I'll send you
information.
some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, send it to me and then I can
I will.
give it to the powers that be that want to see it. But I want to
Yes,
thank you for having me on here. I gotta eat. And
yes,
it's been
ma'am.
very. I'm working with this clothing company called A Step Beyond too, and he keeps me super busy, so I
Okay,
don't
there
get a
you
chance.
go.
Yeah, A Step Beyond. Um,
Booked and busy.
but booked and busy, and his clothes is so dope. He's dressing a lot of the celebrities. Jacob Lattimore wears his stuff. Pleasure P wears his stuff. Teddy Riley wears his stuff. Like a lot of people have been putting on his stuff. So he has a nice little run going on.
Well, we definitely gonna stay tapped in with you, and
Absolutely.
I'll send you some information. We're gonna make sure that we uh, put our calendar together so that we can take the time and come out when you're touring around. Doesn't necessarily have to be the Philly one now.
Uh,
You know what I
just
mean? So
just stay in.
we might have to come see it.
All right, come on. Just let me know when you come to the A. I got you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so
All right.
much, Mr. Coming in.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All
All
right.
right. Boy, wonderful, wonderful. She is such a beautiful person. I enjoy having her on the interview. And we just made another great connection. So you guys see what we're doing. And we want to invite you guys as well to, come to the podcast. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. We build brands. We're always looking for interesting guests. Okay. So if you have a story, you have a brand, you have a product, please contact me to set up your interview. And right now, we got to get up out of here because it's been real. We'll see y'all on Tuesday. We'll be back on Tuesday with Mr. Rob Schwartz from ACX1 Studios.